How's it going, guys? We're going over now the core of the army, the troops. We're starting off with the Terminators. Are they good? Are they bad? Well, I've got some ideas for them, which I hope you guys will enjoy. Stay tuned. Brotherhood Terminators. Now, there's been a lot of hate against these guys, and it's because they have the same amount of attacks as a strike marine, and they're almost double the points cost. Now, there's a very good reason for that, and it's because they have more durability than strikes. Strikes may be able to kill more efficiently for cheaper, but they just don't have the staying power that the Terminators have. So let's go over them. We've got movement, weapon 5 inches. We've got weapon skill, ballistic skill of 3 inches. We've got strength and toughness of 4, 3 wounds, so 1 higher than a strike. They have 3 attacks for the regular guys, 4 attacks for the Justicar, leadership 7 for the normal guys, leadership 8 for the Justicar, and a 2+ save, obviously because they're in Terminator armor. So every model is equipped with a Stormbolter, a Nemesis Force Sword, Frag, and Crack Grenades. Stormbolters are range 24, rapid fire 2, strength 4, AP 0, 1 damage. And the sword is melee weapon, strength +1, AP -3, and 2 damage. What is good about these guys is they come with an invulnerable save from the Crux Terminators. It is of 5+. For the strike marines to get that, they need a warding stave and a stratagem. You take a warding stave and these guys, they get a 4+ invulnerable, okay? Their special rules are Knights of Titan, Combat Squads, and Teleport Strike. So we haven't seen many guys with Combat Squad now, but that's because we've basically just gone through characters so far. Combat Squad mean if you take a squad of 10, you can break them up pre-game into 2 units of 5 if needed. Yes, so your options. Any number of models is going to have their Nemesis Force Sword replace the 1 weapon from the melee weapon list. Now, out of those options, they're all free, okay? You don't have to pay any points with the exception of the hammer, which is going to be a 10-point upgrade. Now, these guys only have weapon skill 3. It's not horrible, but it's just kind of about right. If you throw hammers on all of them, you're suddenly paying another 100 points, and they're only hitting on 4s, okay? Throwing a couple of hammers here and there, it's not too bad, but I personally like some of the other options. Being flat damage 2 with everything bar the falchions, and also having Edict Imperator as an option, you can get these guys up to decent damage anyways, okay? For every 5 models in the unit, 1 model Stormbolt can replace with 1 weapon from the special weapons list. So this gives us the option to take Psy Cannons, which are range 24, heavy 3, strength 7, AP -1 and 2 damage. You can have a Silencer, which is also 24 inches. It is strength 4, AP -1 and 1 damage. Or you can have the Incinerator, which is 12-inch range, heavy D6. Strength 6, AP 1, 1 damage, and it auto hits, okay? So the Incinerator and the Silencer are both free upgrades, whereas the Psy Cannon, you're paying extra. Actually, Terminators, I'm wrong, sorry. They're 5 points for the Incinerator and the Silencer, and the Psy Cannon is 10. Now, being Terminators, in a lot of armies, they used to be able to move and shoot without penalty. Unfortunately, now, if you move and shoot with a heavy weapon as a Terminator, you're going to suffer a -1 to hit. So, with heavy weapons anyways. The Bolters are good because they hit at 4 shots, even at full range. But unfortunately, the Psy Cannons and the Silencers, if you move and shoot with them, they're going to be hitting on 4s. And that includes deep striking in afterwards. The Incinerators are good. The downside is that they are a short range. They're only 12 inches. But if you're deep striking them in, that might be a good option. Now, Terminators, I think, just as they are, aren't too bad. Putting them in cover gives them a 1+ save, or if you're in tighter shadows, they end up being a 1+ save. There's one Brotherhood in particular that I really do like these guys for, and that is the Preservers. So their psychic power. Manifested until starting the next psychic phase. Each time a model in the Psychic unit loses a wound, roll 1d6. On a 6, that wound is not lost, while the Psychic unit is within 3 inches of a friendly Grey Knight Apothecary. If this Psychic unit is infantry, that wound is not lost on a 5+ instead. So these guys here running out the Apothecary, if the Apothecary gives them a 4+ invo, or you take a warding stave as just one guy is all you need in the unit, you can spend a CP to give them a 4+ invulnerable save, so that makes it a little bit hard to kill. Being in Tide of Shadows, they're at a 1+ save as well, so they go 1+, 4+, and then furthermore on top of that you can get a 5+ Feel No Pain. I've been playing around with list ideas, so I'll have what's it called, a patrol detachment. It'll have Drago as the HQ, it'll have, in the elites it'll have an Apothecary in this Prescient Brotherhood, and then I'll have a squad of 10 Terminators. And they basically just act just like Blight Lords. They walk around, they cast the ability on themselves to have the 5+ Feel No Pain, and then the Apothecary casts the ability on them to have a 4+ invulnerable save, and then they just stand around, they tank stuff, and they just dawdle up into wherever they need to be, and they just push something off the objective, or charge it, or just stand to the objective and score points. I'll have to practice with it a fair bit because I'm not taking any special weapons at all. I'm just running with bolters. So 10 might be more than I need. I might be able to get away with, let's say, 6 or 7. So that's just going to be trial for me. But I do actually prefer the Feel No Pain over the neg 1 damage like the Death Guard have, because the 5+ Feel No Pain, you're still going to be ignoring 1 and 3 damage, so realistically they should be just as durable. The difference is with luck you sometimes may save more. When you're actually rolling the dice, it could go either way. It could end up worse for you, but sometimes it could end up better. So yes, the Terminators, I do think they're a lot better than people say. Okay, even taking some falchions in the unit too isn't too bad. You know, an extra attack, it's good. You just blend a bit more. I personally run the halberds on mine. I've got a couple of sword guys as well, but I seem to always go back to the halberds. Just the strength 6, the AP neg 2. It's okay. There is stuff out there that can ignore AP neg 2, but for the most part, AP neg 2 is enough. If you're going to be punching stuff that's got invulnerable saves, AP neg 2 is more than enough. If someone puts Edict Imperator on a unit they're attacking, then they're going to be damage 3, and it just stacks up. You know, same as with strikes, they do the same damage, but that's where I think they push the Blight Lords out, is because they have the punch in combat as well, which they don't have. Blight Lords only do 1 damage, and they have the flails and stuff, but the advantage I have over Blight Lords is if I want to take a squad of 10 Blight Lords, I need to get special weapons and stuff, I need to have the squad of 10 to have 2, whereas these guys, their special weapons are only okay, and I can basically give them whatever infantry weapons I want. So if I want to have 4 hammers in there, I can have 2 hammers if I want, regardless of squad size when it comes to the combat weapons. So yeah, not too bad. Yeah, so you don't take them for the attacking potential, you take them for the durability potential. So that's my shtick on the Terminator squad. Would I run 3 squads in an army? Maybe not. Would I run 1? Possibly. Either way, have a little look at them. Don't just hate on them. Terminators.